Malacanang clarifies that there is no denial of press freedom in case of online news site Rappler. Presidential spokesperson Roque stressed this after Rappler reporter Pia Ranyada, who covers Malacanang, was briefly stopped by members of the presidential security group from entering Malacanang's new executive building, where press briefings are regularly held. Roque said Rappler can still cover Malacanang press briefings pending its appeal before the Court of Appeals to stop the implementation of the decision of the Securities and Exchange Commission to shut them down. Last month, the SEC ordered the closure of Rappler, claiming it violated the Constitution's restriction on foreign ownership of local media. Sentro Balita has more of this report.
Malacanang Palace emphasized that government does not curtail press freedom, contrary to the claims of online news website Rappler. It comes after an incident this morning when Presidential Security Group barred Rappler's Palace reporter Pia Ranyada from entering the new executive building located inside the Malacanang compound. Presidential spokesperson Roque clarified Ranyada can still cover Malacanang press briefings and some events of President Rodrigo Duterte pending the decision of Court of Appeals.
Let me begin by clarifying that as of yesterday, the Executive Secretary was asked whether or not Rappler can cover Malacanang. The answer given by the Executive Secretary is yes, because they have a pending appeal. But after the Court of Appeals decides, and if the decision of the SEC is sustained, Rappler would have to transfer to FOCAP. But for now, the decision is, while pending appeal, Rappler can cover Malacanang.
In January, the Securities and Exchange Commission ordered the closure of Rappler because its alleged foreign ownership violates our Constitution. Only the local and domestic mass media organization are allowed to operate in the country. Roque added the accreditation to be part of the Malacanang Press Corps is not a license for reporters and journalists to practice their profession, since press briefings and public speeches of the president may be monitored via live streaming. Attorney Jopi Avancenia Agustin, Undersecretary for Internal House Affairs Office, shared the order was conceived Monday night over dinner with the President in Bahay Pagbabago in Malacanang Park. It was a result of the President's and Secretary Bongo's conversation on Rappler's fake news on Navy frigate deal, which dragged Go's name and was the center of inquiry in yesterday's Senate hearing. Agustin said, "Don't let her in" was the clear instruction of the President. He meant this not only for Ranyada, but also for her boss and Rappler editor-in-chief, Maria Ressa. But she stressed the restriction is only inside the palace and does not include Malacanang compound, which is why Ranyada was still allowed to cover earlier's press briefing. Attorney Agustin said it is the president's prerogative to decide who he wants to go inside the palace. Meanwhile, if the court denies Rappler's appeal, Ranyada will be removed from the palace press corps, but she may still join the Foreign Correspondents Association of the Philippines, or FOCAP, since it's foreign-owned.
But we will never prevent any media organization from practicing their profession. And that is our firm commitment. If the decision of the SEC is upheld, that Rappler is controlled by foreigners, then they can cover as members of FOCAP. Whatever FOCAP can cover, Rappler can cover. Again, a second alternative is for them to seek accreditation from Mocha Uson, but I don't think they would want.
For sure, we won't apply for Mocha's office, for accreditation under her office. We have discussed what will happen, but I would rather not say right now.
Mocha Uson is the Assistant Secretary for Social Media, and she handles the accreditation for bloggers. Sentro Balita for The Nation.